Reported incident. Are you saying that you don't know anything about that, or do you believe that that didn't happen?
I can't say it didn't happen because I wasn't there. I was never told about anything. Never anything came to light. I never had a conversation about it, so I know nothing about it.
So anything about that did not factor into your decision? Because
first I heard about that was last night.
And
the first I heard about that was last night. Really, Mr. Urban Meyer? Because you know what? Here is your good buddy Zach Smith, who you've had with you as a GA at Florida. Then you brought him in at Ohio State. You helped him cover up the fact that he beat the crap out of his wife. Oh, sorry, you didn't know about that until last night. But here's Zach Smith saying that you approached him in 2015 to ask him about the allegations when the police were investigating it. It's funny. Let's hear this.
What did you say to Urban Meyer about the 2015 incident?
I told him when he asked me he asked me what the hell's going on. I told him, I said, Courtney's accusing me that I committed domestic violence. I didn't. I don't know what's going on, but I'm meeting with I'm going to go down and meet with the investigator and find out what the deal is. And after that, I told him, I said, they have some pictures of her. Anything that happened to her body was all just defensive movements to remove myself from the situation. And I said, and that's it. And I'm not gonna get charged because I didn't do anything wrong.
Look, I don't know the exact measurements of Courtney Smith, but she is not that big. I've seen her doing interviews. She's not that big. This is a decent-sized guy.
Yeah.
He didn't have to, the bruises and the cuts and the scrapes that were on her, he didn't have to do that to defend himself. Giant air quotes around that word.
Yeah, from what I understand, I think she had worse than just defensive wounds.
Yeah. And let's go back to something that was said right around this mark. Let's go back to the beginning.
What did you say to Urban Meyer about the 2015 incident?
I told him when he asked me.
When he asked me, Coach Smith didn't go in there and go, well, I want to tell you about this situation that's going on, Coach, so you know and can get ahead of it. No, Urban Meyer came to him years ago. But Urban Meyer just found out the night before Big Ten Media Days in the middle of July. Is Urban Meyer the new Doctor Who? Did he jump in his little time machine thing, go back, have a conversation with Coach Smith, then come back to Big Ten Media Days? Is that what happened? That's the only plausible explanation that works for Urban Meyer at this point. Urban Meyer has screwed the pooch in so many ways in this situation. And we talked about it with J.P. Scott a moment ago. This, mixed with all the other allegations for Urban Meyer, are balling up to one big thing. This man is never working in major college football again. Ever. There's no way. I'm looking forward to Season 4 of Last Chance U on Netflix when Urban Meyer's the head coach, because that's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. My goodness, this whole mess, it's ironic how similar it is to Penn State. Obviously not the crimes. Look, laying your hands on a woman in a negative way, bad. Really bad. But what Jerry Sandusky did at Penn State is really bad. And I'm not even going to go into detail on this because some people are coming home from church or they're going to church right now and they have their kids in the car. I'm not going to go into detail on what Jerry Sandusky did. Look, if you're listening to a sports show, that means you probably know because you're a sports fan. So there's a difference in the level of crimes that were committed here. But the undertones of somebody going to the head coach saying, I have proof. Look right here. I've got proof. Or I saw it. This happened. And the head coach going to the athletic director and going, well, he said he saw it, but I don't know. We don't have any way to prove it. And the athletic director helping him out with sweeping it under the rug. So, God forbid, the university doesn't look bad. Here's what happens. If you abide by the right steps and you take somebody who is a child molester like Jerry Sandusky or a woman abuser like Coach Smith here in this situation, and you turn them into the authorities as the university, that doesn't make you look bad. It makes you look good. You did the right thing. People are going to go, yay! Now they're going, how dare you? And you're probably going to lose your job. And this is absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I think Urban Meyer needs to lose his job. Honestly, to be honest with you, I think the athletic director needs to lose his job if he did, in fact, know about it. And I'm going to say this, and I tweeted this out on Friday. If Ohio State knew, they did an investigation, they completely botched the investigation into this situation and these allegations, how can we trust them with their investigation on Urban Meyer?
I don't think there's any way that they did not know.
No, they knew. They knew.
Yeah, they absolutely
knew. One of their football coaches, one of their main football coaches is assaulting his wife in this way.
How could
Oh, no,
you
they
not know
knew.
that?
They knew. And there's a police investigation going on about it. They knew. They knew. They just botched the whole entire investigation that they did internally. And here's the thing with Urban Meyer. Look at the list of people that they have doing the internal investigation into Urban Meyer. Boosters. People like that. People who contribute to Ohio State. It's ridiculous. Of course these people are going to find ways to help get Urban Meyer off. Why? Because he wins championships. He makes the program look good. But guess what? He's making the program look like doo-doo right now. And it's his fault. It's the athletic director's fault. Top to bottom, they should have handled this situation differently. They had an opportunity to do the right thing, 3-4 years ago? They didn't do it. Urban Meyer knew of instances and situations going on between Coach Smith and his wife in 2009 when he was a graduate assistant at Urban Meyer at Florida. Urban Meyer didn't do anything then. This mixed with everything we've heard from what Urban Meyer, I don't want to say did do, but Urban Meyer didn't do at Florida, the things that Urban Meyer helped kind of stay out of the light of the media with Aaron Hernandez or any other players that might have gotten in trouble at clubs in Gainesville. That mixed with this, that's a big red flag on Urban Meyer right now. And we thought the whole situation at Ohio State with Jim Tressel was bad when he knew about players exchanging jerseys, game-worn jerseys, for tattoos. We thought that was bad. Now look at the mess Ohio State is in. There's only one thing to do here. And honestly, I'm tired of talking about this because I'm tired of giving these people media attention. So I'm just going to say this, and we're going to move on. There's one thing to do here. Fire Urban Meyer. This should have happened before administrative leave. He should have been fired immediately. They should have looked into this. And the fact that Urban Meyer has came out in a statement on Friday and said, yeah, I knew all along. I just mishandled media days. That right there is enough evidence for me. If I'm Ohio State, if I'm the Ohio State University, I go to Urban, I say, look, it was fun. You got us a national championship. But we can't allow this behavior. We can't allow this. We are the University of Ohio State. We are a prestigious academic, athletic organization. We cannot abide by this. We cannot allow this. You've got to go. You either resign or we will fire you. Mm-hmm. We are giving you the option to walk away honorably and resign. Well, sort of honorably. That's the only way they need to do this. That's the only way they need to handle this.
Like Justin Watkins, explore his options somewhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Explore his options somewhere else. Put that whole entire sentence in quotations. That's good. I like that. And I think the athletic director needs to go with Urban. If he knew and didn't do anything, I think he's got to go too.